Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into the show, y'all. We have been waiting. For Traders season 2 to come out. They released the first 3 episodes. It took me a minute to watch them, but I watched them. If many of you all don't know, out here in the Memphis, Tennessee area, we are snowed in. We are stuck in the house. So this morning, I finished that last episode. I watched 2 of them last night and I watched the last one today. I am hooked. I wish they would go ahead and release 3 more episodes. Now we got to do an episode every week. They need to go ahead and release 5 now, 5 later, and then the finale. We want to hurry up and watch this. But okay, I'm rocking with y'all traders. I'm hooked. I am hooked. I am hooked. Look, hey Glenda. Hey Chris. Hey Davion. You watching the episode right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you some spoilers, but I can't even tell you when to click on and click off because I'm just gonna be talking. Hey Chris. Let's get into it. Now I know y'all want to know. Do I have my spreadsheet together? No. No. I have all of you all DMs. I have the emails for the people who emailed me their fantasy team. I feel like if you haven't emailed me your team by now, it's too late. But everyone's that I have your picks. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. Um, I just ain't feel like working. If you missed the last video, my son went back to TSU. He's a college student, and the snowstorm was coming. And y'all teenagers. He ain't even a teenager no more. He 20. Y'all young adults gonna do what y'all want to do. Period. And I was like, you need to leave the house before the snowstorm hit, or you're gonna be stuck. And you rather be stuck in Nashville than be stuck here because you might still, they might not snow as bad in Nashville. I don't know. He was just looking me in my face like, I want to hang out with my friends. I'm like, you done have 4-5 weeks of Christmas break to hang out with your friends. You need to get on the road. And so I finally convinced him to get on the road before the snowstorm really hit. And so he got on the road. And then I came up here looking for my charger. And I thought I could have swore he stole my laptop charger, but I just had to dig up underneath all these batteries and stuff he got all over my upstairs office, and I found my charger. So that's why I ain't put the spreadsheet together, because one, I was fussing with the 20-year-old, and then two, it took me forever to find my charger just to get these videos done. So I'm going to work on the spreadsheet tomorrow. I already know my fantasy team took a hit. You know, the name of my fantasy team is I Need a Peppermint. I was so excited they had Peppermint on this season. Like, y'all knew it. I was just like, I knew Peppermint. From what I know of Peppermint, she's such a likable, kind person, bubbly personality. I didn't think that outfits would be what sent Peppermint home. I'm so pissed off with Trishelle, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. But anyway, let's start at the beginning. Everybody riding in, everybody seeing each other. The cast isn't casting the way I thought. Like, they aren't looking at the game the way I would look at the game. Like, as soon as I see Sandra and Dan, to me, they have to go first. They would have to go first. They got Marcus Houston. What's that child name? Marcus Jordan up out of there, but for the wrong reasons. Like, Marcus and Deontay, I like y'all. I'm rooting for everybody black and everything, but y'all got too much money. Y'all gotta go out of the castle. Like, you see how Marcus and Deontay, they talking about y'all could win $30,000, and they like, oh, I guess, 30,000 is cute. They don't even care about. They don't even care about this money. They weren't even excited. You got Phaedra and Sheree like $30,000, and they over there like, oh, I guess, my daddy gave me that last week. I would have got them up and out. And then Sandra and Dan would have been next. But we gotta go around the table. His name is Alan, the host of the show. I love him. He needs to teach a class on how to host these game shows because he be in it. He's in it. And so he's walking around the table and he getting ready to tap the people on the shoulder. And as soon as he had that one-on-one with Dan, and Dan was like, the only reason I came here is to be a traitor. I was like, okay, they're gonna make Dan a traitor, but Dan ain't playing it right. Dan ain't playing it right because to me, as soon as I open my eyes and take that blindfold off, I know he done tapped Dan on the shoulder because Dan just looks like a traitor. Dan gives me the whole he only came here to be a traitor. Him and Sandra off top, and I think that's why I put Sandra on my team because I thought he would tap Sandra on the shoulder. I wish I could switch Sandra for Dan, but I got Phaedra. He tapped Phaedra next, and I was like, I didn't think Phaedra would be a traitor, but I thought Phaedra would be the one to sniff out all the traitors. But Phaedra being a traitor, I see Phaedra right now trying to play the way Suri played, where I'm interactive with everyone, I'm friendly with everyone trusts me, no one thinks I'm a traitor, but I'm cutting y'all throats behind it. I don't know if Phaedra, this is a short-term show. They probably only out there a couple of weeks. She might could wear that wolf, the sheep. They say you're a wolf in the sheep clothes. Phaedra probably could do that for a couple of weeks, but y'all ain't watch Housewives. Y'all could not have watched Real Housewives of Atlanta and not know Phaedra would be an excellent traitor. Phaedra sat up here, told Portia that Candy wanted to put some in her drink so she could take her home and do a little something to her in her sex dungeon. That's what she told Portia. Had Portia confront Candy with it, and I don't think you could say the R word on the YouTube, but it was Candy versus Portia that whole season. I can't believe you would even bring that to me. And I ain't going back down that road because I already stated my opinion on how I felt about that. And it's probably been a decade since, I don't know, it's been a long time since Phaedra lied on Candy like that. But Phaedra went a whole Housewives season knowing she told this lie. Candy looked Phaedra in the face. Phaedra, you know me. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing with no drugs. Phaedra went a whole season looking everybody in the face, knowing she started that lie and did not come clean until Portia called her out at the reunion. So you telling me I would easily think Phaedra could be a traitor sitting up here lying and backstabbing people, and she will look you clean in your face like, and so Phaedra, I think, will be an excellent traitor. The only thing that worries me about Phaedra is when Phaedra gets caught or called out, she gets the stumbling and fumbling. She's not a good coming out of the lie. Like Phaedra can lie in your face all day, but when you call her out on it, she gets to freezing. So I just feel like y'all need to test her card one time and Phaedra slip up and go home. But Poverty being recruited, I think Poverty is going to do a good job. I think Poverty is going to do a good job. I can't wait. It's going to have to be a Poverty versus Sandra showdown where Sandra's going to get onto Poverty and get her banished, or Poverty's going to know that Sandra's onto her and have an opportunity to murder her first. I don't know, but there's going to be a Poverty Sandra showdown. I can't wait to see that. I'm happy that one of them is a traitor. But those are our three traitors. And I think amongst this cast, they picked three good ones. I feel like Dan and Poverty, they probably shouldn't have picked both of them. But that was Phaedra and Dan's decision. Because I'm just telling y'all, off rip, I would think Dan is a traitor. And I'm going to Poverty and Sandra second, just off of how they play this game, how they played Survivor, how they played Big Brother. I'm looking at them. And the fact that ain't nobody looking at them, yeah, I mean, they looking at Dan. They looking at Dan. Then you got to flip it up. But let's get into the episode. What happened first? He picked the traders. Oh, then they did that little water thing. I'm happy they have different challenges. This looks something straight up out of the challenge where they have to go run and untie each other, get puzzle pieces, and detonate. That looked like something straight up off the challenge. I knew Bananas and CT would be really good at these daily challenges. Um, who got the shield? Janelle is cut. Janelle is cut throat. If it's a shield available, she don't give a damn about the money, about the challenges. She don't give a damn about you. Janelle is getting that shield, and Janelle, she untied herself first, and she said, "I'm going to get the shield. I'll come back and help y'all later, but not until I help myself first." When we think about our competition shows, I can't be mad at Janelle for that. I can't be mad at I cannot be mad at Janelle. CT and Deontay were the first ones out in the boat that jumped into the water and swam for the other two shields. I kind of like that every mission is an opportunity for people to abandon the mission and get a shield. So you can kind of see who is selfish and who is for themselves and the shield and who's for the group and the money. So I like that about all the missions. Janelle already knows she a target because she's a comp beast. Agreed. And she got a big mouth. Big mouth people go home on this show, but it seemed like this season is opposite. If you quiet, they looking at you. Sheree, your days are numbered. I don't know how they looking at Dan and not looking at Sheree. Sheree is barely even on the show. But anyway, I'm going out of order. Anyway, let's get to the first murder. Y'all know I ain't took no notes. I'll do better when it's one episode at a time because I ain't take no notes. They got Bananas up and out of that house. They said not this season. Oh, not today. We don't care if he can swim and do all the challenges and everything he want to do. He is getting up and out of here. That was a traitor move. That was a good move, Dan. Because Phaedra, that's how Phaedra do. You can already tell that's how Phaedra do. That was all Dan. Dan wanted Bananas out. Not me, bitch. You was in there and you had to say, oh, I ain't mean to say, oh, I ain't trying not to curse. I'm trying not to curse. Y'all see my little ponytail. I can't do nothing with my hair. Jesus. Can't do nothing with it. But anyway, I'm trying my best not to curse. I'm sorry, Phaedra. But girl, you have an opinion. But I did not expect Bananas to go home first. They always kind of send somebody quiet. They do a little safe move. I kind of thought Berkey might slide out there first. Maybe Kevin. Maybe that politician. I forgot his name. It's a couple of quiet people that they could have slid up out the door first. And we don't know why they. But for them to say Bananas got to go first, I was like, okay, this is about to be a good season. This is about to be a good season. Bananas was shocked. I was shocked. Yes. I'm with you, Eric, but then I'm with Davion. Like, you have Bananas in your draft. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Look, I kind of didn't want Bananas to go first. Bananas was doing his thing. He was up there. He thought he was on the challenge. He toasting, going around, hey, thinking he running the house and everything. Bananas was doing a little bit too much, but I thought they was going to let Bananas kind of cook a little bit. Maybe he might be the third or fourth murder. But first, I did not have Bananas in my draft, but I did. Him going home first shocked me. I was like, whoa, I have Peppermint. We're going to get to Peppermint in a second. But I guess it's somebody, they said, Bananas ain't about to run this show. He ain't about to get up all the camera time this season. He got to go. Now, I personally would have sent Marcus home first or Deontay, but I didn't let that go. I didn't let that go. Excuse me. Now let's get to the Peppermint of it all, because this is where I'm pissed. Trishelle, count your days. Count them, girl. I hope they get you up. I hope you drink up out that rusty cup. I don't know who she gave that rusty cup to because you know it's a cliffhanger on the end of episode 3, but I hope it was Trichelle's ass. But anyway, Peppermint and Trishelle are just, you know, in the room having girl talk. And you know, Peppermint is like, I got a whole bunch of cute outfits. Please don't murder me first. I gotta show off my outfits. And I'm like, yes, girl, I want to see all the outfits. And then here go Trishelle. Me too. I got a lot of cute out. We ain't seen a cute outfit yet. I ain't seen nothing cute on you yet, Trishelle. Them little beanie baby hats. Anyway, she was like, if I get murdered, Peppermint is gonna be a traitor. And all Peppermint did was like, she ain't call you a bitch. She ain't say who a traitor. She didn't even go back and forth with you. All she did was, and then Trishelle turned it into this big thing. Peppermint kind of looked crazy when I said she might be a traitor. You know, that looked kind of traitorish the way she looked. Anybody would have looked like that. She probably wanted to cut your ass out, but she knew it was a game show and she couldn't. And then for that to be such a little light, real light. I didn't like how every opportunity Trishelle was away from Peppermint, she brought it up to somebody. And this is why Sheree is a weak ass bitch. I said I wasn't gonna curse, but let me curse Sheree out real quick. Sheree was sitting right there. And she agreed. She was like, girl, I was sitting there. You ain't do nothing outrageous. And Peppermint was like, yeah, thank you for sticking up for me. Thank you for saying that. But here goes Sheree at the round table. Well, they changed my mind, so I gotta vote for Peppermint. You know, Sheree is a follower. Why y'all bring her on this show? She ain't gonna do nothing but follow Phaedra to the end so Phaedra could backstab her and take all the money. That's it. I'm so mad at Sheree. I'm like, Sheree, this is your opportunity to speak up, be a part of the game, and be like, y'all tripping. It ain't even go down like that. Trishelle is putting 20 on 10. It ain't even that serious. Peppermint isn't a traitor. I believe she's a faithful. Like, you didn't even speak up for the girl. And then you voted for her. Now, I know a lot of people said it was transphobic. They didn't like that they went after the trans lady first. I don't want to put that on Trishelle, but it did seem some kind of phobic. It did seem kind of you doing too much. It was just too much for the first banishment. And I understand somebody got to go home first. You really don't know who the traitors are. Like, you really are just going eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But the fact that y'all was like, she got to go because she said her outfits look better than Trishelle, and she did not lie. Because like I said, I ain't seen Trishelle in a good outfit yet. Not a one. I'm so sad, Peppermint. I vow to every week cuss out Trishelle, and I will not rest. And Trishelle, bitch. I ain't gonna curse no more. Y'all, I promise. Girl, you on my fantasy team, and I am upset. I am upset. I don't know why I put Trishelle on my fantasy team. I was hoping she'll have some comeback. She ain't been on reality TV in a minute. And, you know, I like Trishelle over there on the Real World in the challenge. You know, she was entertaining, but I didn't know you was going to go after Peppermint. If I knew that, I would have left you on the side of the road. I wouldn't have put you on my fantasy team. But anyway, girl, I want Trishelle to go home. I don't care if she's on my fantasy team or not. Matter of fact, I'm pissed that the very next roundtable, we ain't go back after her ass. We ain't like, but bitch, you was calling out people for outfits and you was wrong. So what's up with you? You was doing too much. Sound like something a traitor would do. Traitors do too much. The fact that they let this white lady live after she caused all that drama, Black people, y'all better work together. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I'm gonna leave that there. Up next, okay, so Peppermint went home. She's a faithful. What they do the next day, y'all? Oh, they had to go dig for these scarecrows and stuff. I like the scarecrow thing. It kind of showed people. Wasn't Sheree on one of them? And who was the most boring? It was Sheree. I don't know why Sheree Scarecrow was up there. Dane had a scarecrow where who is the most popular? No, was it Sheree or Peppermint? It was somebody who was the most popular. And Trishelle right there was like, Peppermint, it's no way Peppermint is popular. And they done messed around and y'all had to go run all the way back and get Peppermint Scarecrow because y'all thought the other person was more popular. Sheree has zero camera time. I agree, Charles. Hey, Charles. I miss Charles. But anyway, um, I don't think they gave Sheree that rusty cup. Sheree is too bougie to drink out a rusty cup. Like, if you give that cup to me, I ain't drinking up out of it either. I'm gonna look at you like, bitch, if you don't give me a clean plastic cup, So I'm thinking Poverty probably gonna get that rusty cup to one of the boys who just gonna take a shot out of it real quick. I don't know, but that's episode 3. We still on the scarecrows. So Dan kind of learned about himself. Oh, I miss you too. Dan learned about himself with the scarecrows, like who's the most quiet. And Dan, I don't see how. I mean, this is an edited show, but it's a lot of people to me that are way more quiet than Dan. Like you got Sheree, um, Kevin, Maxim is very weird. They did get Max up out the house, but he's very weird the way he tiptoes into conversations, and they be like, "Oh, come on in, let's talk," and then he backs out. Like I don't understand why they was giving Dan so much work. I kind of feel like production is kind of like pointing over to Dan, giving them hints. I don't really like that because and then I don't understand how Dan is like, oh, it's my personality. I'm just so quiet. I ain't get that. Dan is known for Dan's funeral. Dan is known for giving all of these. He's a high school football coach. All these coaching, we coaching you up. Like Dan is known for talking. I don't believe it, but they probably ain't watched Big Brother. But anyway, so we done got Peppermint up out the house. Now it's time for another murder. I think at the Scarecrow event is where they learned that who does people trust the most. And Marcus, I want to call this man Marcus Houston so bad. So bad. Marcus Jordan, Lars's boyfriend. He's the most trustworthy. They think he's the smartest. They think he's the most influential. Like he's the one Pete that could really get people to change their minds. And everyone agrees. So Traders got Marcus on up and out. Larsa didn't cry enough to me. Maybe it was the Botox. I don't know. But I'm like, girl, your man just went home and you kind of like, I guess I'll get revenge for him. I'm like, girl. Anyway, I'm ready for Larsa to go home too. Ugh. Yeah, I'm ready for Larsa to go home. But I'm not mad at Marcus for going home. I already told you the people who I know are rich, they would be up and out. Larsa with her Scottie Pippen child support can go too. I mean, it's some of y'all that's broke. Kevin, you need to be the loudest one getting all the rich people on up out the game. But anyway, we got Marcus murdered. Is this when we do the graveyard? The one with the lights? This was Bergie's opportunity to shine. Bergie figured out the patterns of the lights going around the little graveyard. And everybody was getting frozen in the lights. I thought it was a cute little competition. And Bergie figured it out. And that's when they started making their money. Bergie finally got a little bit of camera time. That's why I thought somebody like Bergie, somebody quiet and neutral should have been a traitor. But Bergie, y'all remember episode 1? Bergie was up in there sweating. His whole face was candy apple red and he wasn't even a traitor. And he was like, I'm a faithful, Bergie wouldn't have made it as a traitor. He wouldn't have made it. Let me see. Phaedra was watching Poverty like a hawk. It was Sheree or Dan who is the most quiet, and then they picked Dan. I knew it. I was like, how Sheree get out of that? And they picked Dan. They didn't even think about Shred. It's like, oh, it's Dan. Dan is the most quiet. Trishelle is always on the BS. I mean, she turned on her BFF Katie on All Stars like nothing. If we talking about the challenge, I don't remember. I don't remember. Y'all know my memory bad. But you're right. I don't trust Trishelle no more. Mm-mm. The way Kevin, let's go ahead and fast forward this thing because Kevin and Peter made the dumbest game move I've ever heard. The dumbest. We down to the second banishment. And this is where they got Max on up out the game. I thought it was Dan, I thought it was your turn. But he was like, I just need a good argument. I just need Dan. All you keep saying is my personality be quiet. Like to me, if everyone is like Dan is too quiet, I'm about to just get up and start talking to more people. Just start talking about the game to more people. That's all you got to do. Shut them up. But you just sit around saying, "Oh, it's not my personality." Dan gonna be the first trader to go. I'm coming back to this comment, but let's get into it. So we down to the next banishment. Larsa and MJ, they want Dan up and out the house. Some people are looking at Janelle, but Janelle has a shield. I guess the shield doesn't protect you from banishment, it just protects you from murders. So that's kind of dumb to go for the shield and put a huge target on your face yourself when you could still be banished. I don't know. But anyway, Janelle and Inkensu were fighting over a shield. Now, Janelle, let me tell you something, girl. I believe my eyeballs. That girl Inkensu looked like she was at the box first, and you tackled her and you did a good old football move on her and pushed her on out the way, and you took that shield from that lady. Now that's how I saw it. Now it was dark, and I wear glasses and stuff, so I might have seen it wrong. But it looked like Janelle tackled that lady and snatched that shield up out of her hand. And I'm not mad at you for doing it, girl. It's the game for money, and you need your money. That's the Janelle we know. She gonna fight for whatever she want in the game. So it looked like it could have been Janelle versus Inkensu. Dan was up there, and then Max was up there because Max keep tiptoeing out of conversations. Like, Max, why won't you just come in and talk to some people? I don't know. That was weird. But Kevin and Peter are in a little kitchen room having private conversation. It's like, look, we're going to throw everybody off our scent. We're going to vote for each other and say we don't trust each other. And then the traitors going to think we coming after each other. So they going to leave us alone. And I'm like, if y'all didn't do nothing but put a big ass target on y'all back, everybody else is voting for Max. Like, for that plan to work, Kevin, Peter, y'all have to argue with each other at the round. Y'all got to put y'all point out there. Like, look, I don't trust Kevin. He an actor. He be on some bullshit sometime, and he kind of quiet. And then Peter, he flirting with the like. Y'all ain't even put y'all reasonings out there. Y'all just like, I vote for Kevin. I vote for Peter. Like, y'all look dumb. Y'all look like y'all working together. And y'all look, Kevin, you agreeing to people putting votes on you, and you done see Janelle, Poverty done voted for you anyway. That's how you get on about the game. Y'all throwing votes around, and then next thing you know, everybody voting for your ass. When they were in the kitchen talking about it, I'm like, this is the dumbest game move I ever heard, because this is putting a target on you. This is giving the traitors a reason to vote for you. Like, but they got votes at the round table, so we might as well give them another one. Like, I can see Kevin definitely going next. The traitor is already on your ass, Kevin, and you want to sit around, you and Peter want to play around voting for each other. Okay, they don't want to vote for each other. They don't want to put their cards on the table and tell us who they really vote for. Okay, we vote for their ass. They can go. They can go. I think it's going to backfire. I can't wait. It's probably one of y'all dumb asses drinking about the rusty cup. I can already see it. But let me go back to what y'all said. The way Kevin and Peter voted for each other without exchanging a single word. It should have been very weird. And I think it's going to bite them in the butt next week. because y'all should have just voted for Max. And you ain't even got to tell a reason unless you first or second flipping over your card. I just Max. It's Max. How did my picture change on my phone? I don't know. But anyway, that's the end of the episode. Oh no. The next murder, we find out they have to do something with a cup and a book and get somebody to drink up out of the cup. I just can't wait to see how Poverty gets someone to drink out of that cup. Because as soon as they pulled it out, I was like, I wouldn't drink up out of that. Like, yeah, you playing bartender, but go ahead and get me one of them clean glasses from back there. I don't want to drink up out of that. And then it's obvious because Poverty is walking around with a bottle of wine and this rusty cup. It's very obvious you're doing something with it, especially since you ain't drinking up out of it. I'm telling you, she gonna get Bergie to drink up out of it because he's the manipulatable one. Like, he just happy to be there, wants to be in the crowd. It'll probably be Bergie or Kevin who drinks up out of this cup, and I ain't gonna be mad at it. Sheree game reminds me of Cynthia on Celebrity Big Brother. No, because at least Cynthia gave us some cute outfits. Kevin and Peter burn voting. Right. I don't like that burn voting. Janelle is team Trishelle. They are both a no for me. Janelle is team Trishelle. Janelle seemed team Janelle, but I agree. I'm not down with anybody that was on that witch hunt for Peppermint. What's his name? The boxer Deontay Wilder needs to go. Just go ahead and murder him because I can't deal with him crying every episode. Because, sir, it's only 3 traitors in the game. The name of the game is for a lot of y'all faithfuls to go home. Because even if y'all do pick out traitor, all they're gonna do is recruit some more traitors. So, sir, you need to get used. Did you watch this show? You must not have Peacock at home. Like, sir, all this crying. Can't believe we voted out another faithful. Like, he ain't gonna make it. Deontay not gonna make it. The way Sheree was sitting up there wiping that man's tears, I'm like, I hope he got a wife at home because Sheree, he don't want you. That was Sheree but Phaedra, one of them. Looking at this, didn't make sense to get Bananas out first. CT just saved them the first comp. I'm not mad at them getting Bananas out first. You got to think. Even though this is a competition show, this is a reality television show full of reality TV stars that all want to be the main character. And Bananas has main character energy. He's going to suck the energy out of the room. He's going to find the camera and make sure the camera is on him. And everybody wants the camera on them. So Bananas had to go. Even if it wasn't, yeah, he's 7-time champ, whatever. I'm not mad at them for getting Bananas up out of there. That to me is actually a great game move. I just didn't think they was gonna pull it. But look, they done made Dan the traitor, so Dan is gonna pull it. And I'm not mad at Bananas going home. I ain't really mad at it. We done had enough. Look, we done just had Bananas all over on a House of Villains. Now I know I didn't finish watching it, but I started it. And then even though Bananas isn't on season 39, they talk about him so much, he might as well be on it. So Bananas could sit down. He could sit down. Plus, if Kevin gets murdered, that makes Peter look like a traitor, dumbass plan. I hope he does get murdered. Him or Trishelle. Wait, all of them on my fantasy team. I'm like, I needed some more preseason information. Why did I pick Kevin? Why did I pick Trishelle? What was I thinking? I don't know. Most of the cast seems non-confrontational. The debates this season are going to be lackluster. Yeah, because, well, no, I think they're non-confrontational right now. Sandra, Janelle, Poverty. It's some people on there that'll give it to you. It's some people that will give it to you. They just laying low right now. They're laying low right now. But I'm hoping it's not lackluster because that's the point of the show is for people to talk. So I agree. This isn't a show where you can be quiet. The point is for you to talk, to kind of throw people names out there and see how they defend themselves. And then you be like, oh, maybe they is, maybe they ain't. I don't know. But I can see Dan being the first trader going home. Cause he's not playing it. He not playing it right for me. I always pour my own drinks, so this would not work. I agree. In 2024, you should pour your own drink or watch the person making your drink. You wouldn't think somebody would put some in your drink on a game show, but I agree. I just wouldn't drink out of that dirty ass cup. No. Yeah, she's gonna get somebody weak and I'm gonna be over it. Yeah. Cause Phaedra wasn't gonna let you get Sheree. And to me, Sheree wouldn't drink out of that cup, just like MJ. I don't see any lady drinking out of that cup. So it's gonna be a man. If she gets anybody, because they gotta beat the bill. So if she gets anybody, I think she's taking out Ekin Sue. I hope she do take out Ekin Sue. The only people in that room she could give the cup to were Trishelle, Bergie, and Ekin Sue. That's why I think it'll be Bergie. I think it's Bergie because she be like, Bergie, or what? Phaedra called him Burgerlicious. Burgerlicious, take a shot with me before we go to bed. You know, because Bergie just want to be in the in crowd. So I ain't mad if Bergie go home either. Go ahead and get him about the show as well. There is a new trailer, and Kate from last season is coming back in the game this season. See, I saw that on Twitter before probably about an hour before I did this video, and it said Kate and Dr. Will are coming to the show, but not to play the game, but probably host one of those daily competitions. Because it's not fair for Kate to come back in the show after 3 murders and 2 banishments, and she could just come play. It's okay to give us what we need. And they should make Kate a traitor. But I think the way I read it on Twitter is that they're just coming back to host something. They aren't actually playing the game. But if they come back and let Kate play, I don't think that's fair. And I think everybody in the house would just banish her. Be like, bitch, you banished. You just got here. That's what I would do. Look at Angelo. You got to go potty? It better not be Bergie. That would be your third. I'm sorry, Isaiah. I already got one out. I already got Peppermint out. And I do have one trader. I have Phaedra. And then I want Trishelle out. Like, it's somebody on my fantasy team that I want out. A few of these slots could have been filled with new, fresh faces. It could have been filled with me. Like, I'm going to say this, and then I'm about to let it go. And we'll have to wait to see what the next episode brings. But they should have kept the old formula of half reality stars, half regular people. I think that's how you get the fresh faces in there. You get fresh thoughts, people who've never been on TV before, figuring it out, playing the game with the people who are known for being on television. Then you got the people who want to fangirl. Like, I liked, yes, the mixed cast. I think that would have been best. I don't know how this all celebrity format is going to do, but all I got to say is next season, please go back, because I would like to be on this show. I would do this show. Oh, I would have a good time on this show. I would have such a good time on this show, but I want to know what made them think, hey, we need to go back to all celebrities. Like, forget regular people, because to me, half of these people have so much money, they aren't given what needs to be gave for people who cutthroat about this money. Half of these people on this cast. Now, not everybody on the cast is rich, but I would say at least 25% of the people on this cast, they look at $10,000 like that's their lunch money. Like, I guess I'm about to go roll in the sand for 10K. I guess. I don't know. All the new people from last season were flops. Now, I don't remember their names, but I like seeing them there. I feel like it's easy, maybe because it was too easy to manipulate them, because Sari had them manipulated. Sari had them wrapped around her little finger. And they was giving clues and everything. Oh boy, gave all kind of clues. And they still was like, oh, Black Power, we ain't throwing no more sandbags in the fire. Let's split the money. And then Sari took all the money, and then all of them crying about their newborn children at the reunion. And I was over it. I was like, this the game. Don't nobody give a damn. Should have threw your sandbag in the fire. Look, to me, I'm throwing my sandbag in the fire until it's only two of us left. And if I didn't get the trader, because once it's down to two, you can't throw the sandbag in the fire anymore. But I'm always throwing my sandbag in the fire. I don't trust nobody. That was y'all fault last season. But anyway, that reminds me of this show called The Trust. I've been into that on Netflix. I think I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow night. I got one more episode to watch and I'll be caught up. When it come down to these type of game shows, I'm always voting. I'm always throwing my sandbag in the fire. I don't care. A lot of the new people had a lot of camera time and it made it to the end. It was a lot of the new people at the end of the season. It was. I only remember the end of the season because they were all team Sari. Two of them had newborns getting ready to be born, and they was all crying when Sari took all the money. And then everybody was looking at Sari like, you ain't give him no money. I wouldn't give him no money either. Quentin and Andy, thank you. Thank you. Davion, The Trust is wild. The Trust is really good. If you snowed in like me tonight, go ahead and turn on Netflix. Watch The Trust. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Now, I do got to work from home. So it's not a free snow vacation for me. I still got to do work. Unless our internet go out. But if the internet go out, that means I can't go on YouTube neither. So just watch The Trust tonight. Ain't nothing on TV tonight. I guess the football game. But I don't even care about the football game. Just get me to the Super Bowl. I'll watch the Super Bowl. I really don't care who get there. I don't care about none of the teams in the playoffs. But anyway, we'll talk about The Trust tomorrow night. The Trust is very good. I could do The Trust too. I need to get on one of these game shows because I'm telling you right now, Netflix, you put me on The Trust, I don't trust nobody, and I'm voting every night. Every night I'm voting. Every night I'm voting. Quentin and Andy made it far because they were flops who got everything wrong. They did get Quentin got everything wrong. And all the other people except Christian, I don't remember Christian, brought nothing and went home early. Christian. I don't remember him. Was that the long hair guy that was a traitor? I need to watch that season again. I sent you a new show. Did you even audition? Charles, you already know the answer because I don't even remember what show you sent me. I don't even remember the name of the show. Quentin was so bad. Every week he went after Kate. He used to go after Kate, and Kate was like, go ahead and vote me out. I want to go home. I'm ready to go home. I did like Kate was very entertaining last season. Who was Kate into it with? She was into it with Rachel Riley. Those two made good TV. Those two did make the show interesting. The grandmother on The Trust is very hilarious. And trust and believe, the grandma is me. I don't want to get into it over here because I got to say that for tomorrow night. But just know the grandma is me. But anyway, y'all, we are back. Tomorrow night, I might do a quick traders update just because tomorrow, now that I got my cord to my laptop, all is well. I'm going to get the spreadsheet together, get the first 3 weeks of scores up so we can see where everyone is at. Traders, unfortunately, is now going to be just a weekly episode. So if the new episode comes out on Friday, I will have the reviews on Saturday and it'll just be 1 week at a time. I guess that'll be easier for me to remember, but I like when they drop all the episodes so I can get into it. But so come back next Saturday for the next review. But for now, I will get the scores up and do that tomorrow. Look for the trust tomorrow. What else? I know a lot of you all are used to me doing Real Housewives of Potomac, but I just haven't been watching it. Like, my care and concern for those dragon ladies, I'm over it. So I'm out of the loop on Potomac. I think I'm just going to drop that into next season and hopefully they'll fire Giselle and Robin and I might come back. But if not, I think I'm just kind of over Potomac. But this right here is some good stuff. We got enough good stuff to put them on the back burner. Just audition for Big Brother so we can get on this year. I gotta pray over Big Brother because I just don't know. I just don't know. Y'all gotta windmill people over on Twitter for me. I don't have time for them to be emailing my job talking about fire her. She called somebody a bitch. I don't got time for that. I don't. I got to think about Big Brother. But I do want to be on a game show. I think a game show like this is more my caliber. I ain't got to get too dirty. I know how to swim, so I could swim. All that jogging. Y'all saw how old boy with the asthma who don't have an inhaler was running and fell dead on his stomach. I don't got time to be embarrassing myself like that. I do a little quick jog, but I ain't about to be doing all that running. But I think I can do traders. I could do the trust. Something like this where I could just vote people out in secret. That's my kind of my show. I don't know about Big Brother. Why did they cast another Bachelor? Ari from last season didn't provide, just stayed under the radar. You right, because I don't know Ari from last season. Was he a traitor? I don't recall. I don't watch The Bachelor, so I don't know them people. So it's only 2 people this season, 3. I don't know Peter from Parliament. I don't know the Bachelor person. Or is he Peter? I don't know Parliament. I don't know the Bachelor, and I don't know Ekinsu. That's it. But so far, I like it. I'm enjoying the cast. I like everything but Peppermint going home. Oh, that sucks. What's up with the show with Alyssa Edwards and Davon on it? It's a show. It was in production around the same time House of Villains, and it had Alyssa Edwards, Davon, some other reality people. Whatever happened to that show? I forgot the name of it, but it was in production around the same time. And, House of Villains then came and went. I'm going to have to Google that show tonight and see what's up with that. Because, look, y'all think I love Peppermint. I love Alyssa Edwards. I love Alyssa Edwards. And I want to see her back on my TV screen. I really love her. So I got to find out what happened to that competition show. Ooh, let me be on season 3 of Traders with Alyssa and Davon and maybe Bailey, because Bailey's baby should be a little bit older. Put Bailey over there. Or maybe just Swaggy. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to read one more comment and then I'm about to go because it's kind of cold up here. I need to turn the heat on. From what I heard, Kate is coming back to actually play. Really? I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair for Kate to come back and play because I think she's just going to see a rotating door. Like, Kate would have to come back and be a traitor because what would be the point? I would be like, you just got here, banishment. With banishment. She would go right. Dr. Wu is showing up for a guest appearance. Would people even know Dr. Will? Do y'all remember when Trishelle was trying to tell Kevin who Johnny Bananas was? And she was like, he won like 7 seasons of the challenge. And he was like, a challenge? Yeah, the show, the challenge. There's a show, the challenge. I was like, Kevin don't know who Bananas, Trishelle, or CT is. He ain't got a clue. He don't have a clue. So Dr. Will is what, season 2, 3 a Big Brother? I don't even remember because I don't even think I watched that season. Them people ain't gonna know who Dr. Will is. Only ones gonna know is Dan and Janelle. Trishelle is so messy. I know, Davion. Don't get me started back up. Don't get me started back over the peppermint thing. Ari was a faithful, but then was recruit. Okay, he was the one who recruited to be a traitor. Sari backstabbed him at the end, and I ain't mad at Sari. He was the one giving him the hints, like, "Good luck. I hope y'all get the money." Like he was giving them hints, and they was like, "Nah, we ain't throwing our sandbag back in there." Like y'all some dummies. Anyway, this is nothing about season 1. Good luck, Kate. If you come back into the game, I guess I don't think it's fair, but good luck, Kate. At least give Trishelle a run for her money, because if she thought she was scared of Peppermint outfits, she don't want none of I just tweeted that. I don't know who been up and down my Twitter timeline and has been retweeting my traders tweets from last season. But remember when Kate told Rachel, "I can't trust you because you put that outfit on." I've been saying that ever since. I've been saying that's like that girl on TikTok who pull out her notebook and be like, I have been saying that ever since. That read was so funny. She said, "Girl, I don't trust nothing you saying with that outfit on because you picked that out. I can't trust your judgment." I love Kate. Rachel ain't know what to say. So bring Kate out so she could drag Trishelle a little bit, because that's the one who gonna give Trishelle the business. Yes. No, it was Janelle telling him about the challenge. Boy is clueless. Yeah, he was like, he won a challenge. Yes, the show. There's a show, the challenge. They've allowed Trishelle to blend back in with the group. Yes, because she's a white woman who had her white woman tears. I saw them white woman tears. I just didn't know. I feel so bad. I really thought she was a traitor. Like, bitch, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You was really mad that this trans woman was getting ready to outshine you with all her outfits, and you said not today. That's what it was. And I'm trying not to go there with you, Trishelle. I was trying not to go there, but I saw them white woman tears. All of y'all crying. I really thought that was a. It's a game show. Please stop the tears. You don't know these people. I'm not a Larsa fan, but I'm glad she's on to Dan. But she's on to Dan, but her and MJ don't have any pull. Because if they had any pull, Dan would have been the vote. But no. They on to him, but they ain't got no pull. See, Marcus was the pool. That's who everybody said was so influential, the one everybody listened to. Don't nobody give a damn about Larsa. Yeah, Larsa not gonna get Dan. But to me, Dan is an easy vote. Like, he won Big Brother twice. Like, Dan and Sandra, I don't understand why they ain't banished. I don't understand why they're not banished. Hey, lemon, Kush Pepper. I'm about to go make me some lemon pepper wings. I sure am about to go throw some lemon pepper wings in the air fryer because it's cold outside. Nobody's gonna DoorDash, so I gotta cook my own food. What is this? Lord, I got so many emails. Let me turn phone off. But anyway, y'all, it's been an hour. This was great. Come back tomorrow. It'll be after work. I'm going to get into The Trust tomorrow night. That's the Netflix show. And then probably for 5-10 minutes, I'm going to throw up our fantasy score sheet so everybody can see where we are going into Friday's episode. This is going to be a good one, y'all. This is going to be a good one. Anyway, please like the video, comment, share the content, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. I will see you all later. And stay warm and stay safe if you're in the middle of one of these snowstorms. And I will see you all later. Charles Charles done put the name. I can't stand. I gotta go. He done put the name out there. I see y'all later. Bye. Dan did win twice, didn't he? Dan didn't win twice. Well, okay. I refuse to say that name, so I gotta go. Bye.